Hello everyone. Today is a class number 3 for machine 3. So today is class 3 for electrical machine 2. Okay, so today I will discuss a practical example of a AC winding. So let us first draw it, then we will understand one by one. Okay, so first draw it that okay, let me first draw it. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. There are 15 number stator conductors. Okay, let us assume it is a stator. This is stator of a AC winding, and rotor looks like, what is rotor? Okay, so it is suppose north pole, south pole, and these three phases, suppose we are considering three phase circuits are there. So this 1 2 3 4 5, 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so these three phase axis. Okay, suppose this is A axis, A phase axis, this is B phase axis, and this is C phase axis. And here just write one by one. First, stator. So what is the information about the stator? Three phases, right? Three phases, A, B, C. Three phases are there, and 15 conductors. 15 conductors, okay? 1 to 15. 1 to 15 number permanent. And then rotor, by eye measurement you can say that two pole rotor, north and south, and it is salient pole, salient type pole. Type of the rotor is salient type. Salient type means this one, and cylindrical rotor means if we have this cylindrical type rotor. Okay, so salient type rotor and cylindrical rotor. Okay, so here we can assume that this one first conductor, okay, this first conductor is exactly under the experience of north pole, and similarly the 7 number of conductors exactly, or 8 number of conductors, it may be 7 or 8, exactly under the experience of south pole. So comment or note, first write note note something. First note, first conductor and eighth conductor it will just take it 8. It will be 8. Okay, so because of 1 opposite of 7 will be 8. The eighth conductor have maximum EMF, so named it E1 and E8. Okay, so E1 and E8 have the maximum because they are under the experience of this north pole and simultaneously the adjacent south pole. Okay, so 0, what is the 0? Suppose 1 and 8 in between, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so exactly 3, 1 2 3, so 4 have, so fourth conductor, and here 9th 10th 11th 12th conductor have 0 EMF, so E4 and E12. So E1 E8 have maximum, E4 and E12 will be 0. Why? Because you can see that if we consider this is the axis of north pole, this is the north pole and this is the south pole. Okay, so in between these two, exactly middle have, so it will be 90 degree. Okay, so whatever the magnitude over here, suppose B is your magnetic flux density, so B cos theta will be there, and simultaneously again if we consider it is B, so plus B, again it is 90 degree, so B cos theta, so that means 2B cos theta, that is 2 into B cos 90, and cos 90 value will be 0, so that's why it has 0. That is its quadrature. Always remember, every AC machine have two types of axis. One is principal axis and direct axis. This is which is nothing but the orientation of the rotor pole. Okay, this is the direct axis. This is the direct axis, and over this direct axis, the exactly the perpendicular one, that is which is 90 degree apart from this direct axis, called the quadrature axis, called Q axis or quadrature axis or Q axis or indirect axis. Okay, so whatever you can write, you can say. Okay, so now you have to consider something that so note some extra points. So third point of this note, right? So okay, there are 15 conductors are there, and 2 pi is the periphery of this stator part, so 360 degree by 15, that will be called your angle pitch, slot angle pitch. This is called slot angle pitch. So what is the slot angle pitch of this circuit? 360 by 15, whatever it may be, 24, right? So 24 degree will be your slot angle pitch. Okay, so what is pole pitch? Now next point, you can consider the pole pitch. So what is pole pitch? Now write. Okay, after this note, pole pitch. So what is the pole pitch of this circuit? Pole pitch will be, you can say that your pole pitch will be number of conductor by number of pole of rotor. Number of conductor in stator by number of conductor in stator by number of pole of rotor. So number of conductor means 15 by 2, that is 7.5 will be your pole pitch. Okay, so what is phase spread? Phase spread angle. What is phase spread angle? There are 3 phases are there, A, B, C. So 360 degree by 3, 120 degree apart from each other. Always remember, this is the 120 degree phase spread or phase angle between these two. This is 120 degree, this is 120 degree, and this is also 120 degree. Okay, so this is 120 degree apart from each other. Okay, so now you have to assume that pole per phase. Pole per phase. So now pole per phase. What is, how many poles are there per phases? So there are how many poles? Pole per phase means total conductor, number of conductor divided by number of phase into number of pole. Okay, so what is the number of conductor? 15. Number of phase will be 3 phases and number of pole will be 2. So 15 by 6, it will be your pole per phase. Okay, pole per phase 15 by 6. Okay, so for double layer winding, so there are two types of windings are there, we know. That is, first one is double layer single lower layer winding, and second one is double layer winding. So for double layer winding, okay, always remember, for double layer winding, number of coil C equals to number of slot. Always number of coil equals to number of slot. There are 15 number of coils and it should have 15 number of coils and slots. Okay, so for double layer winding, C equals to S. You can, number of coil C equals to number of slot S. Okay, so next one, and double layer winding, I think all of you are familiar with this. Last day I have discussed what is the double layer winding. Okay, so let us consider a problem. Okay, write down one problem. A 3-phase, very small problem, a 3-phase winding with 36 slots. A 3-phase winding with 36 slots and 4 poles is an integral slot, and 4 poles is an integral slot winding. Then a 3-phase winding with 36 slots and 4 poles is an integral winding. Then calculate the pole slots per pole per phase. Slots per pole per phase. Okay, one thing is mistake. So it will be slot per pole per phase. Okay, this is a slot per pole per phase. Slot per pole means number of conductor by number of pole. Slot per pole per phase means number of conductor by number of pole in multiplied with number of phases. And slot per phase means there are 3 terms. Okay, slot per pole. What is slot per pole for this example? Okay, first you have to understand this one. So 15 by 2, that will be 7.5. Next, phase per pole. What is phase per pole? There are 3 phases and 2 pole, that is 3.3, 1.5. Okay, and what is slot per phase per pole? What is slot means 15, phase means 3 into 2, that will be 15 by 6. Okay, so whatever the answer. So this is called slot per phase plus per pole. So slot per phase plus per pole you have to calculate. So for this numerical, write, if a 3-phase winding with 36 slots and 4 poles in an integral slot winding, then calculate slots per pole per phase, or slots per phase per pole, whatever you can write. So what will be your answer? So 36 slots are there. So total number of conductor will be 36. Why? Because we can say that C equals to S for double layer winding. C equals to S. So number of slot will be equals to number of conductor. So next, what is the denominator part? Number of pole. It will have 4 pole, right? It is given 4 pole, and always remember, any machine have 3 number of phases. Any AC machine have 3 number of phases for and here it is given 3-phase winding, right? So 36 by 4 into 3. So what will be your answer? 9 by, that is 3. So the result will be 3. So what is your result? So slot per phase per pole will be 3. Okay, so next, write a 3-phase winding with 30 slots and 4 poles. If a 3-phase winding with 30 slots and 4 poles, then calculate the slot per pole per phase. So 30 number of slots with 4 poles and 3 phases. So 30 number of slot with 4 pole and 3 phases. Your result will be 30 by 12. So what will be? It will be fraction 1. Okay. Okay. So now for do some expression and do some condition for single layer winding. Now we will move to single layer winding concept. So single layer winding concept, number of coil relation is number of coil C equals to half of number of slot. Always remember here number of coil C equals to half of number of slot for single layer winding. Number of coil equals to half of number of slot. Okay. So here number of coil will be 15. Okay, so how many numbers are there? 15 numbers are there. If it is single layer winding, then how many slots are there? So number of conductor will be 15 and slot will be then 30. Okay, always remember slot will be 30. Okay, so for one example, right, if we consider if 30 conductors for a 3-phase winding having 4 pole is arranged, if 30 conductors of 3-phase winding having 4 pole have arranged in single layer type winding, then what will be slot per pole per phase? Okay, so answer will be, see, it is given that this conductor is 30, so now we put conductor equals to 30, so what will be slots? Slots will be 60. Okay, so slot will be 60 and 3 phase and 4 pole, so 60 by 12, that will be 5. So 5 your answer, 5 number of slots per phase per pole. Okay, so next single layer winding is completed. So next topic will be your coil pitch or pitch factor. Okay, coil pitch and pitch factor. So make some heading, coil pitch and pitch factor. Okay, wait sometimes, 1 minute just. Okay, so now write pitch factor. Definition of pitch factor or coil pitch. Right, the ratio of phasor sum of induced EMF, the ratio of phasor sum of induced EMFs per coil to the arithmetic sum of induced EMF per coil. The ratio of phasor sum of induced EMF per coil to the arithmetic sum of the induced EMF per coil is known as pitch factor. Pitch factor can be expressed as Kp. Okay, Kp, pitch factor, or called coil span factor, or called coil span factor. Coil span factor also can be represented by Kc. Sometimes it is represented by Kp and sometimes it can be represented by Kc. Okay, so which is right, comma, which is always less than unity, which is always less than unity. Okay, so let us consider, right, let us consider a coil have a pitch short, a coil have a pitch short by angle theta electrical, a coil have a pitch short by angle theta electrical space degree from full pitch and induced EMF in case of coil side is E, in case of coil side BE. That means what? If we consider coil side BE, then the theta will be the pitch angle of the winding. Okay, so you can express as, and let us coil up pitch short by angle theta electrical space degree from full pitch and induced EMF in each coil can be E. Okay, so now you can think that if we consider there is a 3-phase, right? So first phase, right, this one. Okay, first phase one, this one, and second phase is theta degree. So we are considering A, and again E will be the angle between two phases will be theta. Okay, balanced phase, so E and E there will be same. So what will be the resultant of them? This is the resultant, right? If we consider the triangle rule over here, so it will be the resultant. So here we can see the result, and if we have theta over here, then you can see easily it is theta by 2, and this is also theta by 2. Okay, it is experimentally true, theta by 2. Okay, so now, so what is the measurement? It will be 2e. For a balanced system, a phase if E, and if we add two phases E and E by angle theta, then the resultant of them will be 2e. Okay, in vector space. Okay, so resultant ER equals to what? ER equals to magnitude is 2e and 2e cos theta by 2, right? Cos theta by 2, because 2e is length of this one 2e, and the angle with respect of this E will be theta by 2. So cos theta by 2 multiplied with 2e, it will be the resultant of these two vector addition. Okay, so this is your resultant vector, right? And the arithmetic addition, arithmetic result will be just E plus E. Just two phases are adding, that is 2e. Okay, so your pitch factor or Kp, or you can say Kc, can be expressed as 2e cos theta by 2 by 2e, that will be equals to cos theta by 2. It is your pole pitch, always remember. So write one example. Example 1, right? The coil span for the stator winding of an integer is 120 degree. The coil span means 120 degree apart from each other. Coil span for the stator winding of an alternator is 120 degree. Okay, so theta equals to your 120 degree. Okay, so find the chording factor of the winding. Finding the chording factor, always remember pitch factor, coil span factor, coil pitch, chorded factor, all are same. All are cos theta by 2. Always remember, all are cos theta by 2. So whatever the angle, so find the chording angle of the winding. So theta equals to what? 120 degree here. So theta by 2 equals to what? Theta by 2 equals to 60 degree. So cos 60 degree, how much? It will be 0.866, right? So this is your answer, 0.86. This is always less than 1. Always remember, always less than 1. So for this example, the chording angle will be 0.866, always less than 1. That means what? That means you can say E of R by E of A equals to 0.866. That is E of R equals to 0.866 times of arithmetic addition of these two. So 0.8, that is 86.6% of arithmetic addition. Okay, so 86.6% is your chording fraction or chording ratio. Okay, so next one is distribution factor. What is distribution factor? Okay, distribution factor is most important part. I cannot complete within this time period, so I can discuss it later, that is next day. And if you have any doubt over this concept, then feel free to ask me, and just follow it, whatever the class I have taught. And I think in this pandemic situation is very much tough to understand this type of concept in online, and if it is in offline situation, then it will be better to understand. So just try to understand in this situation and try to cooperate. Thank you. Okay, today's class is over.